Welcome back to the card corner at the Magic Palace. You know, I was at a friend's house not too long ago, and they were having a housewarming. And when I was, you can imagine whenever I go to a party, sooner or later somebody hands me a deck of cards and says, Martin, would you please do something for us? Which, of course, it's always been my privilege to do. However, there was a lady there who I've known practically all my life, and she came up to me afterwards and she said, you know, Martin, she said, I'll bet you that you've got to the point now where you couldn't lose a card if you tried. You know, I started thinking about it. And you know how difficult it is to lose a card? It's practically impossible. I'll show you what I mean. In order to do it, I'm going to use the 4 queens, which I've set up in bridge order, so you can remember them: club, diamond, heart, and a spade. Now, in order for me to lose a card, sir, I must have a card to lose. So would you do me a favor, please, and would you just take out any one card? And, sir, your name is?
Dave.
Dave? Dave, would you take a look at the card, show it to a few people around you. And now, Dave, would you just place your card on top of the pack? Now, Dave, if I take the rest of these cards and put it on top of your card, most of the people here will say, hey, your card is lost in the deck. But, Dave, if I say to you, is it really lost? You'd say, no, Martin, because you have 29 cards there. My card is the 30th card down from the top. I know exactly where it is, and you haven't fooled me one little bit, right? Say yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, Dave, in order to lose your card, what I should do is cut the deck once, or to make it even more difficult, give it a second cut. Now, most people will now say your card is lost. But if I say to you, Dave, is it really lost? You'd say, no, Martin, because it went from 8th to the bottom to the 26th from the top, right? Say yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so you see, I haven't fooled you one little bit. So, Dave, what I should do is probably give the deck a shuffle and a couple of cuts. Now, Dave, most people will now say your card is lost in the deck. As an example, Dave, your card is in the bottom card, the 10 of diamonds. Is it?
No.
No. But, Dave, if it's not on the bottom, where do you think it probably is?
It's probably in the deck there somewhere.
But if it's not on the bottom, where do you think it might be?
In the middle.
In the middle? Most people would say it probably would come to the top, right?
Possibly.
Possibly. Look. Is that your card, the 6 of diamonds?
Yes, it is.
It is. You see, so I haven't really been able to fool you one little bit. Dave, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Dave, I'm going to take your 6 of diamonds, and I'm going to place it over here just for a moment. Now, Dave, if I take the 4 queens and place them on top of your card, the 6 of diamonds, how many cards do I have in my hand?
5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, how do I go about losing that 6 of diamonds? Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be honest with you, I tried just about everything. Matter of fact, dear, at one time I tried tearing it up into little pieces and sticking it under my fingernails. It didn't work, but it hurt a lot. And then, Dave, all of a sudden it hit me. If I really want to lose your card, all I have to do is that. And now, Dave, your card is gone. And I'll show you. Look. The Queen of Spades and the Queen of Clubs. The Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Diamonds, and your card has vanished completely. Now, David, isn't that absolutely incredible? Say yes.
Yes.
Yes. David, you don't look too certain. What's the matter?
You could have shuffled or picked the card from the bottom.
Oh,
So
in other
probably is 5 cards.
There's probably 5 cards there. Boy, I can't fool you at all, can I, Dave? Tell me, do you think it's next to the Queen of Diamonds, the Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Clubs, or the Queen of Spades?
No.
Now, David, we could say your card is lost, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Wrong. Look. And that's why it's so difficult to lose a card. Pay attention, please. You're learning. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the last thing, thank you very kindly, dear. It's nice to have you there. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the finale of this show, I'm going to show you a trick I've done for audiences all over the world. It's one of my favorites. And I think, David, I know what the problem is with you with these. I think that I'm just using a few too many cards, right? So for this one, I'm only going to use 5 cards. And the 5 cards that I'm going to use are the 5 spade cards. And I'm going to set them up in order so as we go along, you'll know exactly what I am doing and when I am doing it, okay? Fair enough? Say yes. Yes. Can you see all right, Dean? Good. Now, the 5 cards I'm going to use are the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2, and the ace of spades. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember from the top down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and the ace of spades. Now, sir, if I take the top card, what is it?
5.
The 5 is... Oh, you're paying attention.
Yes.
Yes. Now, sir, if I take this card, the 5 of spades, put it somewhere into the deck like that, You know and I know that unless I cheat, there's no way that 5 can come back up to the top, right? I'll do it again for you. Look. We take the 5 and place it right into the center. Now, sir, where did I just place the 5?
In the center.
In the center. There is no way it could possibly come back up to the top. Maybe it's a little bit difficult to understand with 5 cards, so we'll just use 4. Now, dear, if I take the 4 and push it into the deck, you may think I'm cheating, so would you push it in for us? Just push it right. Oh, very good. Now, dear, where did you place the 4?
Under the first one.
Under the top card. In other words, it's the second from the top, right? So there's no way it could possibly come back up here. Maybe it's a little bit difficult to understand with 4 cards, so we'll just use 3. Now, ladies and gentlemen, from this point on, please, no matter what happens, do not take your eyes off the cards or off my hands. Dear, if I take the top card, what is it?
3.
The 3. Now, sir, I'm going to take the 3, and I'm going to place it face down between the 2 and the ace. Now, Dave, please, watch carefully, make sure I do not cheat, and that it goes face down between the 2 and the ace. Is that correct?
It is face up.
It looked like it. Yes.
You think it went face up, sir?
That's right.
No, that's why I had him watch. You see, if I place it face down, then if I turn the 2 this way and the ace that way, we know where the 3 is because it's still reversed, right? No, sir, you don't understand. Look, if they're all facing the same way, it's harder to tell. Now, you don't understand. Look, Dave, if the 2's down, the 3's down, the ace is down, and I say to you, which one is the 3? You'd be guessing, right? 3 faces the other way, then we... A little bit difficult to understand with 3 cards, so we'll just use 2. Now, dear, if I have an ace on the bottom, a 2 on the top, and I very slowly and deliberately take the ace of spades, and just like that, I place it on top of the 2. Now, where is the 2? On the bottom. There's no way it could get back up here. Now, Dave, that leaves me with just 1 card. Now, I'll be honest with you. I've been doing cards for about 7 minutes and 38 years. And, David, I'll be honest with you, in all that time, I've never figured out what to do with 1 card. When, as you know, that card is the... Ace of spades. No, sir, that's the problem. You see, it happens to be the Jack of diamonds. Thank you very much.